Comic Land, it's Leila here from the Comic Connection with this week's comic book reviews. First up, we've got Realm of Kings one-shot from Marvel Comics, written by Dan Abnett and Andy Lanning, with art by Leonardo Manco and Mahmoud Asrar. In this one, Quasar investigates a rip in the space-time universe that's known as the Vault. His mission leads him to a monstrous discovery. Can the Inhumans and the Imperial Guard set aside their differences to address this new threat? Now, this whole Realm of Kings thing is an event that's crossing over between Nova and Guardians of the Galaxy, and there's going to be some little mini-series called Realm of Kings and Humans and Realm of Kings Imperial Guard. So far it seems like an interesting story, solid art and storytelling. I'm just not sure if I'm into this whole device of a sort of an alternate universe or alternate Earths thing again. I mean, it's been done a few times, quite a few, even by another comic book company. But, you know, if you're a fan of Guardians of the Galaxy and Nova, you're probably going to be a fan of this series. You know, the whole War of Kings thing, it comes out of that. So if you're reading that, you're probably going to read this. But for me, it was only okay. Next up, we've got Legion Prophets, #1. This is from IDW. It's written by Scott Stewart and Tom Waltz, with art by Alberto Muriel. Now, in this prequel to the upcoming film that's coming out in January, we learn that there's going to be a war between the angels and that humanity is going to get caught in the middle. So we meet two key characters. The first is Jacob. He's a research student who finds a scroll that seems to give some clues to the coming fight. And then we also meet Sammy, who's a would-be terrorist who ends up becoming a soldier for humanity. And when they meet, they sort of realize what their roles in the broader scheme of things is going to be, and they head off on their mission, or a calling that they received, to the Mojave Desert to find a child that's going to be playing a key role. Now, if you haven't seen the trailer for this yet, it looks really awesome. If you're a fan of Prophecy, you're probably going to like this one. It just looks really cool, and the comic book only made me more excited for the movie. If you're into that whole angels versus demons and the wars between them, and it's really cool. It's going to be good. So if you want to get a jump on the movie and get some idea of what it's all going to be about, then pick up this book. And last we have Victorian Undead. This is from DC, their Wildstorm division, written by Dan Edgington with art by David Fabry. Now in this one, Watson and Holmes are dragged into a mystery that has roots in an incident that happened like 40 years before. The dead are not staying dead, and Her Majesty's Secret Service wants Holmes far away from the mystery, which is kind of interesting. But will Holmes return to his regular caseload, or will this mystery be too much for him and he just can't resist? What's not to love? I mean, it's Sherlock Holmes and there's zombies. I mean, it says it all right there. It's really good. If you're a fan of Sherlock Holmes and mysteries, then, you know, there's something for you to like. And if you like zombie gore and stuff, then there's something for those people to like. So if you're a fan of either of those, definitely pick this one up. It was actually a really, really good read.
Hey folks, Jim here with this week's comic book reviews. First up, Dr. Horrible One Shot by Zach Whedon with art by Joel Jones. And in this one, it's set as a prequel to the web movie. We learn how a young Billy was drawn into the world of supervillainy and how he met his arch nemesis, Captain Hammer, and his love interest, Penny. Not a bad story overall. It's really funny. It's nice to see that they're concerned about the origins of the characters and stuff. So, yeah, I actually enjoyed it. If you're a Dr. Horrible fan, this is a must. Next up, Transformers #1, written by Mike Costa with art by Don Figueroa. And in this one, the Autobots attempt a daring rescue mission that goes terribly awry, as Ironhide is killed and Optimus Prime is forced to surrender to the human authorities. Okay, I love Don Figueroa's art. Let me just state that right off the bat. But I don't like this book. The art is fantastic right up until you get to the robot faces. The faces look hideous. He's trying to meld two aesthetics. He's trying to meld G1 aesthetic with movie aesthetic, and it doesn't work. His humans are great, the robots are great, but don't look at their faces, otherwise you'll scream in terror like I did. Other than that, it's an okay story, it's an okay book. I'm not going to recommend it for what Don has tried to do with the aesthetic, but if you're a Transformers fan, you might actually enjoy it. And last but not least, Fallout Toyworks #2, written by Brett Lewis with art by Sammy Basri. And in this one, Jasper has lost Tiffany to the Baron and is concerned about what she may learn well, the Baron decides to give her a crash course in life, which doesn't end well. And once again, this is based off the lyrics and songs of Fall Out Boy, so if you're a fan of that band, you're going to probably like the comic. The art is gorgeous. It reminds me, as I said before, of Skydoll, but just not as good. Story is okay. It's not great. It's an okay read. You might like it. You might not. There's no real point.